He said it should have been more.
No, I didn't think any one of them were legit.
So when Zane gives a yell, no, it's at least 5 or 6. Oh yeah, he said he was light.
Yeah, it was against the Pulpit. And I asked Dawn Wells, Ashton's mom, I was like, do you think we deserve her yell? She goes, yes. One of them was.
So you gotta remember. So Zane's a defender, right? So for him to dish out the yellow card, I mean, there's any way he can get
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the U. Tonight's matchup features the Sand Springs Lady Sandites and your Union Women's Soccer team. We would like to take a moment to thank the coaches, directors, teachers, school administrators, and staff for their dedication to our student athletes during this uncertain time. It is through their leadership this game was made possible. Please show your respect for them and the student athletes by following all recommended COVID-19 guidelines.
I don't have bad games. I solved that problem. We never have bad games. I'm bad every game, so it's good.
And now the starting lineup for the Lady Sandite varsity soccer team. Number 3, Cassidy Teepelman. Number 8, Bella Cheney. Number 10, Alyssa Perry. Number 12, Carson Lynch. Number 14, Allie Wright. Number 15, Tegan Smith. Number 16, Lauren Foster. Number 19, Carson Sargent. Number 1, Josie Gelsthorpe. Number 26, Alyssa Cunningham. And number 0, Katie Webb. And now, your lineup for your Union Women's Varsity Soccer Club. Number 7, Brooke Amos. Number 24, Carson Bartness. Number 10, Holly Meyer. Number 10, Maria Perez. Number 21, Raquel Finelli. Number 14, Mackenzie Mollum. Number 1, Stephanie Peref. Number 2, Haley Stage. Number 11, Kari Carreno. Number 9, Carly Meyer. And number 5, Elena Turbino. The Lady Sandites are coached by Matthew Watkins and Cisco Chavez. Union is coached by head coach Jamie Rozelle with assistant coaches Jim Cusson, Matt Howe, Josh Pickering, and Dan Snow. Please stand and remove your hats as we have a brief moment of silence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for some soccer?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to UnionSportsNetwork.com. I am Brandon. He is Paul Dean, and we are live at the U on a potentially stormy night. We will be nice and dry inside, but our goal is to bring you all the action as the Lady Sandites come to see your Union women here at the U. And Paul Dean, Union women last week got off to a great start. It seemed like they got all their puzzle pieces back, adding Mackenzie Malum after her stint in basketball, and it really seemed to kind of fill in the gaps, and they were firing on all cylinders.
Absolutely, Brandon. I mean, I think they were playing really well. You could see as the game wore on, they just kind of grew in the game, and they were able to take advantage of all their chances. So I'm excited to see what they do against the Sand Springs squad, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get this game through without any delays.
Without any delays. So Union in their patented 4-3-3, and with Mackenzie Malum up in that center striker position. But we really, as great as she was, it was really more about the back line and the cohesiveness with Kari Carino and what she brought to stabilizing that to kind of get the ball up.
Absolutely. I mean, I think Kari played really well in the back. I think she was very strong. She was very calm on the ball, and she really led that back line to make sure that nothing was going to happen.
And as we're starting, let's take a second and talk about the, well, I call her the header champ of the district and probably of 6A soccer, but Brooke Amos. Nothing gets through, and she holds down that defensive center mid spot, and she is a beast back there and very, very hard for opposing teams to manage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think she just she plays that classic holding mid that does a very good job of making sure she breaks up plays and opportunity here.
Yeah, Union right off the bat pushing the ball right down that right side on a ball that came through from Brooke Amos back in and then down the line and almost got one through on that cross.
You can see Union's coming out real aggressive. They want to take advantage of this game as quickly as possible. And
so as a coach, knowing the weather is not going to be your friend tonight and knowing it may be a final after it gets to the half, how do you motivate your team to get them up into that mindset of, we got to do this now? May not be a second half.
It's very much like football, you know what I mean, where you have a 2-minute drill. You got to get down to the field and get a score, and it's very much the same thing in this type of scenario. You put the pressure on your team to make sure that they feel the sense of urgency to make sure that they get a goal or goals in that 45 minutes or 40 minutes before the game gets called for weather or whatever it may be. I think it's going to be real important for Union to have that sense of urgency but still maintain a level of composure to where they're not just playing long ball, because from what we've seen so far, they seem to have the tactical and technical advantage.
What a great play down in the corner by Alina Trevino. And she beat that girl down the line, up the line, and then hits Mackenzie Malum in the middle. And she just kind of shanks one off there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So goal kick here for Sand Springs. Up and over. Trevino back on the side. She likes to take it down and cut that ball in. Nice pullback. She's going to hit, trying to find Mackenzie. She finds her. Early going here, lots of pressure from Union.
Yeah, tons. I mean, I can't figure out right now if Sand Springs is playing a 5-4-1 or a 4-5-1, maybe a 4-4-1-1. But at this point, they've got 10 players in the box.
All right, corner kick for Union, and we are about almost 3 minutes in. We're live here on UnionSportsNetwork.com. And it looks like Mackenzie Malum on the kick. They have crashed the goal. And there goes Holly Meyer in. She's going to make that run in. We'll see Union pop out and then pop back in, and no movement on that one.
Yeah, none. And it's, in those types of situations, it's real dangerous, even on the defensive end. Oh, chip over. What I like to see on the defensive end, I always tell my defenders and goalkeepers to make sure that they get out on those types of corners. I mean, there was so much traffic in the box on the defensive side of things, and that just makes things very difficult because all it takes is one touch and it's in the back of your own goal.
Yep. Trevino again, just all over. There's Brooke winning balls and being a wrecking ball in the middle.
First time Sand Springs has been able to get past half so far, and Union composed.
Back to Carino.
This might be the type of game, Brandon, where Carino gets pushed up a little bit more. If they have that, feeling where they're not able to quite get a goal in, she might be able to.
And there goes Malum. She's going to have a one-on-one with the keeper.
She should be able to slot this in nice and easy.
And boom. Just like that, at the 36-minute mark, still to go, and Union up 1-0. Mackenzie Malum on a press on the center back with a miss hit, and that's a nightmare right there for the center back.
Yeah, you got a mistake there. As a center back, you are, it's you and the goal. That's it. And if they get past you, it's game over. And miss hit, miss touch, lost the ball. And again, we don't have to tell Mackenzie to get in there and take a shot.
The one player you do not want to make the mistake on. So Mackenzie Malum, her mom's here, and you know that's going to put a smile on her face.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're ticked down inside 36 minutes, and Union up 1-0. And continuing the onslaught of just moving forward. Alina Trevino gets loose. She's going to hit Malum again out wide.
Offsides.
And they got her.
You know, in this type of situation, Brandon, I think, you know, Union's got that one goal, and they can be able to relax a little bit and let their personality kind of flow in the game. And, again, I you know, they're playing three in the back right now. I really don't know because I believe one of the Meyer sisters is higher up the field, but I really don't know that they need all three of those back there.
Yeah, right now it's may end up looking more like a two in the back by the time it's done. That's Holly Meyer right there on the ball back through. Ball shoots out, and it looks like Union has like 15 ladies on the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's Raquel Finelli being big on the ball over to Meyer. And Trevino's going to track that down, and it's going to roll out of bounds.
Too far.
You know, how frustrating it can be, though, when the other team is just knocking the ball around, you know. I heard a coach today tell me, he says, you know, how I like to beat teams is death of 1,000 passes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And right now, that's exactly what it looks like.
100%. I mean, I think, you know, man, it's going to be an uphill battle for Sand Springs. They, as deep as they're sitting and as much pressure as Union's putting on them, they're going to feel like, you know, it's like the ocean. The waves are just hitting them, and they're relentless. They've got to be able to try to snag something on the counter because it looks like that's going to be the only opportunity. They open up their play and be able to make something happen from it.
Big gap right there. Nice play by the Sandites. Got something on that. That was headed right for Malum again.
Out of bounds. You'd still like, once again, we see a very direct approach from some of the Union players. You'd really like to see some switching going on. You know, you're not in the first 5 to 10 minutes of a game. You're still trying to feel a team out. You're not quite sure how tactically and technically good they are. So you want to be able to get that switch and see how their defense transitions. Oof, tough pass.
Yeah, that goalkeeper has ice water running through her veins. And, you know, can't talk enough about how great it's in the early going so far here in the first 7 minutes. You know, to get Elena Trevino out to the start she's had, and, you know, she has been just dynamic here in the first 7 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, you know, we talked about it last game. She needs to be. And when we're talking about Danae Hobson being out, one of those creative players that is going to be able to make things happen. They need those types of players.
So,
like
on our
to
injury list tonight, we still have Danae Hobson and Peyton Bartmus.
Yeah.
And so 2 key players that really add so much. And yet the Union ladies are continuing the onslaught here. Malum back on it. We'll see how they move this time off of it.
Yeah, I mean, Sand Springs is so compact in there. One deflection.
And that ball's in the net.
It's in the net.
Going to be another corner kick.
And they really have to go attack the ball in those types of situations. We've talked so much about how important set pieces are. On the defensive end of things, I mean, you can't just sit back and let the ball come in. Your job is how can I win that ball as quickly as possible.
All right, so Brooke over on the corner kick. Ticking inside, coming up on 31:30 here to play. Beautiful ball in.
Good ball. Oof.
Oh, and that one right there,
Another
just
corner.
off. That looked like, I believe that was Finelli with the header.
She had a free header there. I mean, I think, you know, that's going to continue to happen.
No movement going on right now. And
none.
so, I mean, as a coach, you begin to salivate getting the girls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get aggressive, attack that ball because they're not doing it.
Yeah, Kari Carino's going to fall asleep back here.
Well, she may have to pitch a tent and have a tea party.
Yeah.
Great ball back. And nobody got in the way of that one. A nice, easy one for the keeper.
So this is, Brandon, this is an interesting point right here. You know, sometimes when you do have an advantage in the game, whether it's a possession side of things or whatever it may be, just a overall ability advantage, you have to be sure that you don't really fall asleep in the game. I know we were joking about Kari falling asleep back there, but sometimes mistakes can happen because you aren't as sharp, because the game hasn't been on your side very much. And you can see Kari there even showing that she's human and can still have her ups and downs there in the field.
Union Athletics would like to thank you for helping us protect the health and safety of our student athletes, coaches, and guests by wearing face coverings and maintaining social
Ball
distance
out,
in all Union
and
facilities.
it'll be a Union throw-in coming up right at the 30 minutes to play here in the first half. You're watching on UnionSportsNetwork.com. Thanks to our sponsors, Zio's, the official pregame meal for Union Soccer. Also, thanks to Case & Associates, to Complete Event Rentals, to Tracy Ellis and his real estate team. Thank you so much for supporting Union Soccer this season and every season. Ball through the box again. Maria Perez tried to put some pressure on it.
You know, at this point, once again, it's 10 in the back for Sand Springs, lone forward up there. And, again, Union's got three players around her. Who's it?
Throw in there. And there's Brooke again, just pushes it out back to Finelli. Oh, nice little shake and bake by Raquel Finelli. Pushes it out to Holly Myers, pushing up. And that right there is not what Sand Springs wants to see, those Union backs getting that high. And Trevino again just moseying through the middle.
There you go.
She has been lightning there.
Sand Springs just looking to get that ball out of there as fast as possible.
Good play there by Carson Bartness.
Here's the patience, you know.
Oh, nice
that's
play
a great
by Maria
ball there.
Perez.
Now can they find Mackenzie at the top of the box?
And
there
there
she
she is.
is. Goal.
Oh, just
man.
wide. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is classic Union Soccer at its finest. Playing the ball out of the back, down, finding the key, hitting that winger that is the right back.
Mm-hmm.
Or that would be that's Holly Meyer back there.
Yep.
And so, I mean, just how great they're playing in that system right now, being able to move things around like that. So Haley Stage.
Haley Stage on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Haley
Gotcha.
Stage. And so, again, just the way they're moving the ball, that's the way Coach Roselle likes to draw it up.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's what they're going to have to do. You can see that they have the technical advantage. They've got to continue to just move the ball around, stay patient, and make the most of their chances.
That right
here.
there, that looked like Haley Stage right there.
I think Haley's playing left back.
Yep, she is. That's Holly Meyer up on the right wing tonight. Haley Stage is the left back.
Sand Springs trying to make something happen. They'll take anything that's not in their box at this point. And that ball is just going to continue to go.
So we come up on 27 minutes, and thank you for watching here on UnionSportsNetwork.com. He's Paul Dean. I'm Brandon, and it is a beautiful night for soccer. We are watching the weather and checking it out. That cool front's moved through, and definitely, the players like it.
Absolutely. Sand Springs with a little bit of a build up there.
Ball back in. There's Holly Meyer trying to get it to. Oh, there's Mal. Great body there. And she just ran around her.
Good. Raquel's just got to be patient.
She's going to.
No need to force.
Back in. And Sand Springs just trying to get it out. There's Haley Stage.
Taking her time. Looking for that pass.
Sandites run right through it. Good body there by Sand Springs, and Malum just wins that ball back to Brooke.
Well done there.
She's going to kick it back over. And
there you
Trevino
go.
Back to Stage.
Some patience there. Can they be able to switch it one more time?
There's Raquel Finelli back down the wing. Trevino trying to track it down.
Trevino's just having a – oh, what a hit. Upper 90, and they'll –
oh, they kick it in. Holly Meyer, Mackenzie Malum, Raquel Finelli. It was the trifecta.
Who was the one that took the initial hit?
That was Maria Perez on the initial one that hit the bar.
Yeah, fantastic hit and great follow there by
Mackenzie Malum, then Raquel Finelli, and Holly Meyer went at – the Sandites went to clear it and put it right in the net. And so I think we're going to give Holly Meyer the credit for that one.
Yeah, totally.
I think you could pick a couple of, but we're going to go with Meyer.
Yeah.
She's earned it. She's been tearing that up, and Maria Perez is going to check out, and here comes Savannah Green.
As an attacking player, you hate when an own goal gets lodged on the scoreboard. You want to give that
Kari
ball.
Carino just moved into the midfield. Savannah Green to the right wing, and Holly Meyer just dropped to the right back. And that right there, now you've pushed Carino into the middle, and with her speed and Malum, and they're just alert. This could be really bad for Sand Springs, and there goes Brooke.
Yeah, you can see them ready to sprint ahead and push players forward as quickly as possible, and there's Carino there.
Nice ball back down to Green. She puts off her foot and goes out of bounds right there as we are inside 25 minutes. Thanks for joining us here on UnionSportsNetwork.com. Tell your family, tell your friends, share it. It's a great night to be watching the women Union soccer team at home on your laptop, computer, smartphone, whatever it is. Grab your favorite snack, and thanks for joining us here on UnionSportsNetwork.com. Boys game is after, and tonight, Paul Dean's special night. If weather holds off, it is homecoming.
Absolutely. You got to have a strong showing on homecoming, and the boys have had some very tight games lately, and so it'll be interesting to see. Oof, goal.
And it's a goal right there. What a great goal. And I believe that was Brooke Amos with another. Can I say it? That's a header.
That's a header. Doesn't matter where it is on the field.
And
she's going to get a
Union
header.
women up here in the first 16 minutes. That is their third goal. Well, they put 10 in. We won't have to worry about the weather. We'll be done.
That's right. Boys game can get started early, I guess. Tough situation here for Sand Springs. They just have to be mentally tough. Being 3-0 down, it's an uphill battle here, but can they make it respectable and make sure that they are somewhat into the game?
Nice ball. Oh, Savannah didn't read it quite quick enough, and that will go out.
Yeah, you can tell Union is ready to play. With pushing Kari up into the midfield like we spoke about earlier, is just going to give them another attacking option, another player with some vision that can be able to make some stuff happen.
Moving the ball around.
Bad pass there by Sand Springs. They've got to limit their mistakes.
Yeah, the Union women tonight looking very, very good.
Yeah, and there's
very
Carino
patient.
there. Yeah. Again, Carino's going to bring she's going to bring to the midfield exactly what she brings to the back line, and that is just the calm, collected, being able to move the ball around from side to side, and she's going to provide those passes to the wide players. It's going to make things happen for them.
So head coach Matt Watkins for Sand Springs got a few subs coming in. And, watching the Union women at the beginning of the season and watching them tonight, there seems to have been a switch, a transformation. They look completely different.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, honestly, it's something that we've talked about again where they're not even firing on all cylinders in terms of having all their options available to them. So they're playing at a high level right now. Exciting to see that, and hopefully – it continues to even go. Hold on one second. Cross. Oh,
great ball by Brooke Amos.
Absolutely, it continues to improve as those players come into the fold as well.
So McKenzie's going to come back over. I wonder. Now we'll see if they're going to try to find Brooke this time.
Sand Springs has to get out of that box. They have to go attack this ball, and they cannot have so many players around that box. Keeper is very limited in her movement already. I mean, I don't think she could move if she wanted to right now.
A little bit of movement. And they got a head on that one, knocked it out. Back to Amos. Brooke with a ball right through.
Oof.
Good job by the goalie, Katie Webb, for Sand Springs. She got down and got dirty for that one.
And that's a smart situation there. You look at that. We talked about in the last game, we talked about the inside-outside game in basketball. It's the same thing in soccer. You want to be able to test a team from long distance because it draws them out of that box. As we can see, Sand Springs is just piling everybody in there. So they've got to be able to stretch them a little bit so they can find some more space.
Here comes Malin with the kick. She puts some nice balls through there.
Goal.
Oh, a miss hit. That was Savannah Green.
Stay patient there. Oh, my goodness.
And just over the top.
Poor goalkeeper was very excited to see that one went over. She's on the shorter end in terms of goalkeepers, and so shots from distance and shots up into the goal are going to be tough for her to save. But she's keeping her attitude positive, and she's going to continue to work. So you have to always praise that, and never give up attitude.
Alicia Giles has checked into the game at striker, and she was a huge sub off the bench last week. Very, very efficient, and she is something to have to reckon with. Good on the ball, good off the ball runs.
Yeah, it's and this is very tough here, Brandon. When you see Sand Springs get that light at the end of the tunnel, they're on a break there, and then it's quickly closed off by Union's defense.
Yeah, just boom, just like that. It shut the front door. I mean, your midfield right now is Mackenzie Malum, Carino, and Brooke Amos. Mm-hmm. I don't know that the spine of your team gets any stronger than that.
No, I don't think it would. It's going to be corner.
Yep. You say that, and you take Maria Perez. They hit that banger. They hit the post that created the whole goal. She checks out. When she checks back in, it doesn't weaken.
Nope.
They are so strong, and it seems like no matter what sub the coaches make, it doesn't diminish anything, and they're getting better and better week in and week out.
Brandon, if you look at the sidelines here, it looks like Sand Springs is going to make a goalkeeping change.
So that'll be number 1. That will be Josie Gelsthorpe getting ready to check in for Katie Webb.
Sand Springs just not attacking that ball.
And
Kari Carino. No.
Nope, that was again.
Amos
again. That was Amos again. Brooke Amos.
Maybe she flipped it to her head and headed it out.
That would I saw her kick that one. I cannot believe we're saying it, but Brooke Amos kicked the ball into the net, did not head it. An unbelievable job. She is on fire, and it is amazing. she is a senior, and I guarantee you there are schools everywhere would love to have her in their program.
Absolutely. New Sand Springs goalkeeper, a little bit more size, height. Let's see if she's able to help.
Yeah, they're
keep some
definitely
goals out.
see if she's got a lot more height on her.
Union just continuing to pile on the pressure. Is it Alicia? Yep. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Alicia.
Yeah. You know, I thought she had we both thought she had a fantastic game last time. She was very active, used her body really well, and was very, very determined, just like such. I mean, she's able to play off with her back to goal really well. So it just does not get any easier for Sand Springs.
No, not at all. Moving the ball around, the ball clears, and there's Amaka Itumador, fantastic center back. Carino, back over. Oh, and Brooke gets tripped
Oh, she
up,
got the foul there.
and Sand Springs is like, come on, give us a chance. Ticket inside 17, so we're coming up on the 16-minute mark here, and Union up 4-0 on 2 goals by Brooke Amos, one by Mackenzie Malum.
Oh, wow.
And it's a good thing she was in there because the other, I don't know that she had the height to get to that.
You know what, Brandon? I don't know if I'm 100% correct or not, but I believe the player standing on the sideline was actually the goalkeeper now in a field player uniform. I'm not 100% sure, but I got a feeling. I think that's her.
It is. Katie Webb is checking in. She was number 0, and now she's number 99, and they have just put her in. She is a defender, and she is a freshman.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, big step there. A lot of pressure as a freshman getting in and playing against this Union group.
Another big ball, and great ball back through. Nice header. Oh. Alicia did not get to it.
Oh, boy.
Union just so composed tonight.
Kari Carino.
Kari with a great off-the-ball run there.
Yeah, totally. She read that all the way, and unfortunately just a tight angle.
So
a little too far past the post.
We always praise the goal scorers. We praise those that are stopping, but talk about those players that make those off-the-ball runs that you don't see how they get into that position. And as coaches, that's really what we're looking at is what are they doing when they don't have it?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you see some of those players that are just fantastic at being able to spot runs and spot where the ball is going to be, and that makes things happen so much. And sometimes it's not just for them. It's also for their teammates. You know, they're able to make that type of run that will open up a passing lane and or some space for one of their teammates to be able to take advantage of it. So it's a very tough skill to be able to find or trait to be able to find in a lot of players. But when you've got it, you love it.
Yeah, you find those that make those runs, and it's exciting to see what they do.
Brandon, what are you seeing difference-wise in terms of, I know sometimes when you're taking advantage in a game, it's difficult to be able to find some comparisons between the last game we did to this, but what are you seeing out of the Union girls that you're impressed with?
You know, not just their composure. I like their shape tonight. I really enjoy their, we just talked about those off-the-ball runs, but, they're able in so many ways to show that, getting Trevino involved early in the game, watching what Amos is doing. Right off the bat, they got the ball to their playmaker, Mackenzie Malum. And, in the past, it seems like they've kind of faltered trying to, hurry and rush that. And they're finding their rhythm now that you like to see. And as they do that, I think they're going to become a very, very tough out in 6A soccer.
Definitely.
And, these are games that you're going to get all these extra players, all those minutes, so that if you have to sub, now they've seen the field. They've seen more of it. and it just makes Union even more dangerous.
I completely agree with you. I think it's important to be able to continue to develop players throughout the years, even the underclassmen, because at some point you are going to need them to step up, and whether injuries happen or players graduate. And so it's good to be able to see some new players out there that don't get much playing time.
Nice job right there. Savannah Green on it.
Sand Springs trying to play a little combination play there.
Giving it all they've got right there, and Union just tracks it down a little too much. Brooke on the ball. Back over to Malum. McKenzie in.
Yeah, Corey trying to do a little too much there.
You know she wanted it so bad.
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
you can tell at this. I can tell you right now, when you start seeing the score line and kind of the way the game's been going, the goalkeeper wants to score at this point. You know what I mean? Anybody that gets an opportunity is going to take it.
All right, so it's 4-0, Union on top. You're watching and listening here on the UnionSportsNetwork.com.
Referee's doing something here.
They're going to have a little chat, and they're going to stop the clock.
Think, huh?
And we've got our first lightning delay, and
yep, lightning delay.
so we're going to take a break. Union is up 4-0. That's going to be a 30-minute delay on the lightning. So
must have come from behind us. So
yeah, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Keep us on refresh. We'll be back in about 30 minutes to pick this game up, and we'll keep you updated if that changes. Your Union women on top here at the U. It is 4-0 on 2 goals by Brooke Amos, 1 by Mackenzie Malum, and 1 by Holly Meyer. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining. I am Brandon. He's Paul Dean, and we'll be back after this rain delay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a lightning delay. Please depart the stands and go wait in your cars. The lightning delay will be 30 minutes minimum.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's game has been canceled, and it will be replayed at a further date. Please keep your ticket stub, and that will ensure you get into the next game. Thank you for coming out to the U and enjoy. Wilson said they're in there every game. They sit in there and listen to it.
Oh, do they?
He goes, we should go for it. And I go, he goes, my wife's not real happy with it. And I go, I think it was the Chiefs game. I left short game a little too long, and he ripped for it.
You tell them that I didn't even do the freaking Jinx game?
And I said, and well, and I go, you didn't hit one into the thing.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh. I said, he goes, I looked at her and said, I'll let you take that up. She goes, I like him. He didn't do it. I said, I'll say something to Paul Dean and we'll laugh about it.
That's right.
We'll probably do it again.
Absolutely.
He started laughing. Game is over.